Good evening and welcome to a Poor vs. Standard Mini. I'm not going to be doing a full episode and I'm going to explain why in just a minute. As always, not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please don't sue us. Don't do it. This week kind of got away from me. I've been really busy. My parents are on vacation and so they own a small business. So not only did I have to take care of my full-time job, but I also had to take care of the family business. And basically also take care of my parents' yard, mow that, and take care of their animals. And a lot of my time was wrapped up in taking care of family things. So I apologize that this is going to be short, sweet, to the point, and there will be basically just me discussing meat of the episode kind of thing, and everything else is going to get left by the wayside this week, and for that I apologize. But next week we will go back through the portfolio and all that good stuff and do the, swinging for the fences play and all that. I literally, this is the first time I've been able to sit down and just, have a little time to myself, So I figured I'd spend it with you guys because I've got responsibilities to you as well. But yeah, I haven't really even prepared a show document or anything. This is literally just me off the cuff. And I want to talk about, just quickly, because we've seen the last couple weeks, red, regret, and the one thing I do want to talk about is resilience. And that's what you need to have when you have these red days and this regret. And I can tell you that I literally just lost $7,000 over the course of the last 2 weeks on options trading on basically a meme stock or a Wall Street bet stock and Clove options. And it's okay. I'm okay with it. It sucked, but the risk to reward seemed good. The stock itself seems like an actual decent company. However, you had very fishy, in my opinion. You had both Bank of America, who had upgraded their price target, downgrade their price target today, and buy a metric shit ton of puts. And then you also had Hindenburg release a couple tweet bullshit things about Clove, saying how bad Clove is, even though they don't, have a short position or have ties to people with short positions, which, sure, whatever. But it seemed a little manipulated, but that's just me. I'm not trying to make excuses. I made the trade. I lost. It is what it is. But it sucked, but I have resilience because I've seen these things done before, and I will not be stopping because I lost $7,000. It's not going to happen. I will redouble my efforts. I will continue to look for deals and insufficiencies in the market and try and exploit them. Now, I'm not going to be investing more money into Clove. I have some shares, and that I will be riding those until they are no longer able to be ridden or I've recouped all my money. So that kind of play would take a lot of people out. To lose almost 10 grand on a play is a very rough thing. It sucked, I'm not gonna lie, but it was a thing that I knew going in. It was a risk reward. Like, I was either gonna make 6 figures or I was gonna lose, four figures. So that's how I saw that play, and it sucks that it didn't pan out, but that is, the price you pay for playing options and not holding stock long term. But anyway, I want you folks to know that I've seen the red in the markets. today was kind of sort of okay green, and in the growth plays, the markets I think were actually down. Last Friday was kind of an okay day, but I know you've been hurting. I know there's been red in everyone's portfolio. There's no way around it. This is the time when your convictions on your plays are being tested. And if you did your research and your due diligence and you believe in these companies, you're going to be fine. You have to believe that. Right now, you're seeing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's because you have massive inflation and a bunch of other things. I mean, crypto just took a giant turd thanks to Elon Musk, some say. But yeah, I mean, I'm using this opportunity to buy the dip in crypto because I've seen this before. I know what it is, and I'm sure that it will be fine. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be a month from now, it may not be 2 months from now, it may not even be a year from now. But in another couple years, I'm sure buying the dip now will pay off immensely. So I'm not worried. You shouldn't be worried. If you've done research on the stocks you own and you hold them and you're strong in your convictions, you did the research. You know what the companies are worth. So you know that if they're dipping down right now and they're not at the price targets that you believe that the companies are worth, that's wrong. And if you've done the math, if you've done the research, you know you'll be fine. But I just kind of wanted to express that because I know that there's a lot of you out there that are kind of hurting, and I'm exposing my biggest loss that I've taken since I started this podcast to you to show you that I'm not some guru that gets everything right 100% of the time. I too am fallible. Shit happens to everyone, not just new investors, not people who've been in the markets for, decades, or at least a decade at this point, I believe. Not 2 decades, not that old. But yeah, so just, trust the process. Know that you're not going to win every battle, but know that with enough research and due diligence, you will win more than you'll lose. And that should be enough to keep you in the game for a very long time. Hopefully profitably. So just remember the rules. Never more than, 5% of your portfolio should ever be in any play. Get greedy. I mean, piggies get fat, hogs get slaughtered. That's one of the things I used to like to say, and it's still true. I became a hog with this clove play, and I got slaughtered, so it happens. But yeah, so just, as always, trade well this week. Stay safe, and I promise next week I will absolutely get the entire episode out on time, and I may even try and get you guys a deep delve stock or something of interest to look into yourselves. So thanks for your understanding. I appreciate it greatly, and I appreciate all of you. So with that, be well, stay safe, and have a nice night.